Yes.
We gotta take our streets back, and that begins by taking our Congress back. And Berney Flowers is an American patriot. He's running. He's a friend. We need him in Congress. Berney, would you say a few words?
Man, I'm going to come up where you guys are, so please, thank you for giving me a little time. For those that don't know me, I'm Berney Flowers. I believe in common sense, not nonsense. And what I'm seeing in our nation right now, especially since Mr. Biden has been elected in his administration, we got a whole lot of nonsense. Do you realize, I spent some time in Afghanistan. I got 21 years in the United States Air Force. I retired as Lieutenant Colonel. You guys might have heard that before. Thank you, ma'am. I spent another 13 and a half years as a federal civilian working at the highest levels of government. So I know what I'm talking about. In Afghanistan, for example, our government built a gas station. They spent $1 billion on that gas station. Okay? Why am I driving around Baltimore and seeing houses boarded up when we're spending $1 billion on a gas station in somebody else's country? Why are we sending $500 million over to Ukraine? They're wonderful people, but they're not Americans. The problems that you guys are talking about mental health, about COVID, a lot of that could be solved by the money that we're sending overseas. We are a rich country, and it should be that a lot of that money should be spent here with American citizens. Ma'am, I believe in legal immigration. We are all immigrants. Everybody here, your ancestors came from somebody else, somewhere else, even whether you were on a slave ship or whether you came into Ellis Island, we are all immigrants. And everybody should have to go through the same process. Why am I running? The biggest thing that I saw working at my last job in the Department of Homeland Security, do you realize 3,000 people come across that border every night, and our government has neutered the Border Patrol? They have they're being overwhelmed down there. And I saw this and I'm like, what can I do to stop this? What can I do to help? So I decided to quit my job, my comfortable federal job, and run for Congress.
That's what he did. That's a big sacrifice.
I'm running in District 2, but I don't know if you guys are familiar. There's a jurisdictional fight, a gerrymandering fight. This state is the most gerrymandered state in the union. And that's why Baltimore can't get any success, because the money's being split up somewhere else and through corruption. Now, hopefully the governor will sign off on one of these maps soon, and I will know whether I'm running in Gainesville or in Dundalk.
If I get in here, or if I'm in this district.
But until we figure that out, we don't know. And they keep us off balance. And your people, the people that live right here in Baltimore, are suffering more than anyone else. So with that said, I don't have a prepared speech. I got a lot to say. I'll talk all day if Dan will allow me to.
Go for it. Then we can have you come back.
Well, I'll come back. But you guys don't want to hear all this. I've got some flyers. The issue of the day is you guys are not alone. And by the way, how long has it been since you guys have had a Republican mayor?
60, almost 65 years.
If you're voting for the same people and the same party, back to Pete D'Alessandro, Nancy Pelosi's father, okay? There's no choice. There's no competition. So they don't have to respect you.
They don't.
That's right.
You, black people in Baltimore, please, I'm not telling you to vote Republican straight ticket. I'm telling you to look at the issues and vote for your issues, the things that count for you. Don't just Democrat straight down, because you're going to get more of the same if you keep doing the same thing. So with that said, I'm Berney Flowers. I'm running for Congress. Spread the word. I'm outside the district, but let folks know.
Mr. Flowers, I have just one question.
Yes, ma'am.
With and it is a illegal entry. If I right now, I don't know where Delegate Cox lives, but if I right now busted his house, went in and stole, that's called trespassing. That's what I understand.
Yes.
So, don't you believe that also the pandering of a certain party brings people in because That's going to bring more Democratic votes.
That's the plan. That's what I
Thank
see.
you.
The issue of the day is when people come here and don't go through our legal
Process.
immigration system, it weakens your vote. Whose jobs are they going to take? They're not going to take some high-powered
No, they're
$500,000
not.
lawyer job. No, they're going to take those construction jobs that
Right.
belong to the local people. We have to understand that illegal immigration affects everyone in the country.
Now,
So thank you for your
Can I
question.
ask you this?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
I'm, you know, I don't want to go against, you may know better than I do, but from my perspective, this is how I look at it, and you guys have to take this into consideration. The law hasn't always been the same law for everybody.
No, it certainly hasn't.
And when it comes to immigration, sometimes you're fleeing from somewhere.
Have no problem with that.
And if you're fleeing from somewhere,
It's
then
still a legal
it's a process that we have to go through. But just like they're allowing the Ukraine to come over
I help with that.
and Afghanistan, can we have those same type? Because I have a lot of immigrant friends.
Yes.
That's undocumented.
Wonderful
And
people.
yeah,
I'm sure.
very, and they're hardworking.
Mhm.
And the problem is they'll tell me, because I work with CASA, and they'll say, we're trying this, we're doing this, and it's been a 10-year process, and where do we go? Because they'll come over, some will come over with a work visa. And then the work visa end, or they'll come over with a student visa.
Right.
And the student visa but that part of that process is still ongoing. Their
Yes.
paperwork is still being delayed, or because of this is going on. Now we have COVID, so it's more delays.
Right.
So what do we do with those? Shouldn't we offer them an extension versus, okay, get out? You've been here for 10 years going through the process, now leave. So that's why I said we gotta bring the common sense back into this.
Common sense versus nonsense.
Exactly.
If somebody's come here, started a family, got a job, paying taxes, okay, we should build a path to make them an American citizen. And we should build a situation where people are blending. That's what this
Yes.
country is all about. I'm not trying to kick anybody out, but if you come to this country, you should love this country. Make this
Yeah.
country your country. So I have no problem with folks that coming over here that want to participate in the system. But there are people who come over here for for reasons that are not honest and just. And some people are bringing crime. But the people that want to be American citizens, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing. Let them help you in your construction business. Okay? But the folks that come over here and want to bring crime, they need to go.
Yeah.
And more importantly, Mr. Biden, he has cut, again, like I said, cut the funding for the Border Patrol and Customs. He was actually going to send a bunch of them over to the Ukraine to help them. Well, actually, he was going to send them to Poland, which is where the border is over there.
Yeah.
But what about our border? I could tell you some things that'll make your hair curl. But I was there and I
used to work
saw
for
it close.
Homeland.
Ma'am?
I used to work for Homeland Security.
Well, then you understand.
Oh, I know.
Yes, you do. And again, we were spending buttloads of money on people that weren't, helping this country. So with that said, I'm running for Congress.
Yes.
I hope to get your support. And let's help some Republicans. I want to see this man as a governor. I want to see you. He inspired me to run. He changed me in the right.